I'm going to look at the reviews here of yourgolftravel.com and their portfolio of golf packages, and more importantly, what the customers have to say after traveling. We're going to go through these three major review platforms. That way, we hit the whole world in regards to global platforms. We're not targeted just on the United States or something. And we're going to at least show two good reviews and one bad one. And that's the goal of this. We're going to try to do a review type style. And we're going to start off here with Trustpilot. Now, Trustpilot is a very popular website when it comes to service based companies. Your Golf Travel has a profile there, and there's a number of customer reviews. So it was a good start for this video. Now let's take a look here with almost 10,000 reviews. It's sitting at a 4.1 total. I would think that's pretty good. That's better than not being good. But then when you look at this number, I'm thinking it's actually really good because majority, almost 80%, they say 80% does the work, is in the 5. So let's look at this one comment recently. I am engaging a golf party for 16 people and asked if the golf travels could assist. Now they came back with pretty straight away, and it was an exclusive package for 6 rounds of golf at all different courses. Every time I had an inquiry, they would respond timely and professionally. I can concur. I had a few questions just about them in regards to traveling myself, and I didn't even book anything with them, but they were still very responsive in regards to giving as much information as they could. So here's another trip that they went to Portugal and Spain. It went very well. The hotels and the cabs back and forth from the airport. That's probably somehow the most stressful part of the trip. And the golf venues were very nice. The golf course was great, but occasionally it was a bit too rough for them, and it became a bit of an issue. Now, I don't know how much of that issue could be, but the timing to suit their preferences, which allowed us to have a great time when not playing. So the two trips went great. Mark was very helpful, and the changes we're going to probably use next time when we play. There's another one by Richard. Booking was so easy. This booking was made easy thanks to Frankie, who dealt with us throughout it. The best part itself was the staff. They were so friendly and helpful, and the place was spotless. The food was brilliant, and the golf course was in great condition. It was a great trip and very memorable. Let's look at some negative ones. Be aware. Let's take a look here, too. So your golf travels. There were so many complaints about them, including the communication, the non-refunds, false promises on delivery, and reaching the customer service. Most mentioned the poor communication and lack of transparency. Now, this is where you dig in a little bit more and you start to understand that they did make it right. It's funny, the name's Karen, but here it is. Dear Karen, we're truly sorry about your disappointment and your issues you experience with Golf Now, but if you striggle down here, it says, we confirm that there is a full refund that has been submitted. So that's nice to see. They're very responsive in regards to this platform for comments and reviews. Let's go over to another big platform used globally, that is reviews.iu. This is similar to Trustpilot. The reviews here, there's a good amount of them for your golf travel. Many sitting at 3,000, just about 200, but it's a 92% satisfaction rate. Let's look at some of those positive comments. A book with Joe Hanks, extremely helpful, managed to get a complex booking completed with an ease. Couldn't recommend him enough. Thank you. So that's a good one there. Here's another amazing start to finish. A fantastic advice given. Every question, every email was answered, straight to the point. 100 out of 100. Recommend them. Here's another positive one. Just returned from a 5-day trip organized by Your Golf Travel. Can't recommend them enough. This is my 12th time booking with them, and I certainly will be using them in the future. That's a pretty positive one. Let's go to the negative ones. From Stevens, cocked up. Booking confirmed. Rooms located. Tee times sorted. Took my money and then canceled the whole trip. After refunding my playing colleagues, my bank account was somewhat deleted. That's weird. After a useless, disorganized company, still waiting on a refund. So they're still waiting. They'll probably end up getting it from what I'm seeing. So that's one of the negative ones. We're gonna have to keep moving. So finally, I use Google reviews. I save this for the last so we can get through it. I think there's more positive than negatives. I had to keep scrolling down and down and down just to find some negative ones to go through. Over 900, so 951 Google reviews at the time, and sitting at a 4, so there's still some negative ones. So let's go ahead and see what Peter has to say. I would rate them a 4.5, but there isn't enough wrong to knock a full star off. So he still gave them a 5 there. It's pretty good. I like the pictures. I've booked previous golf trips with Goff and Billy, and his team never disappoints. Always a friendly staff. Can't recommend them enough. Look forward to booking again in the future. That's from Grant. So there's some cool pictures there. Almost looks AI. It's so nice. That might be in France, my best. Let's close this off with a negative one. Gave our party of 8 men written confirmation that we had booked 4 times twin rooms in France. However, upon arrival, the hotel only had 4 times double beds in our name, and it turns out your Golf Travel had outsourced the booking of the hotel rooms. That can get a little bit messy. I know some countries do things differently. They might not even have the opportunities for twin beds. Let's see what they wrote back to them in a comment. Thank you for the time providing your valuable feedback. We certainly am sorry for your experience that fell short from expectations. To further investigate, we assist you with Kylie request to have you provide your booking reference number. So it looks like they're going to make it right there. The nice thing is, if something goes wrong, they're going to work with you. I mean, you are spending good money with them, so I'm happy to see that. But every comment that I saw at least was getting responded outside of that one platform because maybe less people use it. But I'm pretty happy, and I will be using them in the near future. So stick around here with the Professor as we go through that process. And we're targeting cheaper, affordable golf trips. And most of the times I like to build my golf trip around this. So I target different areas. And, if they have a room rate that's reasonable, sometimes you can use that as a platform and start building your trip yourself. But they have affordable trips to look at as well if you don't want to spend hours doing that. It just depends on what you like to do. Some people spend more time planning the trip than actually on the trip. Some people don't. It's how much valuable time do you want to spend on your trip, and they're going to help you with that.